TNA Wrestling World Championship. A championship that has been a symbol of the outlaws, the overlooked.
You wanna come with me? There's only one way out of here.
It represents the underdogs who carved their own path when the rest of the world seemed to slam the door.
You wanna come with me? I wanna set you free.
We still hear the echoes of doubt telling us
We ain't got nothing to lose.
we were never supposed to be more than a footnote in the history of professional wrestling.
It's all about total non-stop action.
Instead, we became the standard, the blueprint of what this business can be. We became a revolution. We became the company that refused to die, and the TNA Wrestling World Championship was earned in blood, sweat, and sacrifice. And when you held that championship, you represented the independence, the rebellion, and everything they said we could never be. The flag of TNA Wrestling now flies in the hands of an outsider, a man molded under a different banner, forged in a different system.
We'll go down together.
The TNA World Champion, Trick Williams!
There may be no saving TNA from Trick Williams.
The standard has changed now. Trick Williams is in charge. I call the shots.
You're built on hype, not heart. You were not born to win.
It all starts within.
That's where legends begin. Bring that TNA championship home to stay. Find out why in TNA we walk this way.
We are live in the greater Phoenix area on the campus of Arizona State University. Since day one, this company has beaten the odds, and 23 years later, we fight to take back what belongs to us. Tonight, TNA Wrestling is proud to present the 15th edition of Against All Odds. Kick things off with a championship matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA International Championship. Introducing first the challenger, accompanied to the ring by Steph DeLander from Bucksnort, Tennessee, weighing in at 220 pounds, Mance Warner.
Well, we already heard from Steph DeLander earlier tonight on the countdown, and they have made their intentions very, very clear. There is no respect to be had. It is all about gold.
And his opponent from Rutherford, New Jersey, weighing in at 227 pounds, he is the TNA International Champion, Bulletproof Steve Macklin.
In the wake of an outsider capturing our TNA World Championship, the very first episode of Impact that followed WWE Battleground, it was this man, Bulletproof Steve Macklin, who stepped up and showed the world what a true TNA champion looks like, successfully defending the championship against Matt Cardona, who ironically will be a part of the matchup between Santino Marella and Robert Stone later on tonight as our special guest referee to determine TNA's Director of Authority. Tonight we fight for TNA's soul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Now, both Macklin and Warner were in the inaugural TNA International Title Tournament. Macklin became the first champion crowned at Unbreakable. Warner competed for an international title shot 3 weeks ago in a four-way matchup. And as Steph DeLander said on the countdown to Against All Odds, they want more gold added to their resume.
we know just how dangerous the Southern Psycho can be. I mean, we're looking at two guys here who are not afraid to get down, dirty, and very bloody if necessary.
And what a way to begin the evening. Two absolute brawlers ready to go at it for the TNA International Championship. And as I said, that episode of Impact following Battleground, that was a statement made by Steve Maclin, because our current TNA World Champion is NXT's Trick Williams. Couldn't even be bothered to show up live on that episode of Impact or last night's episode of Impact. He showed up late in the countdown to Against All Odds.
Our current champion, as weird as it might seem to say that about NXT's Trick Williams, obviously operating on his own schedule.
Warner out of the corner, trying to light up the chest of Maclin. Who do you give the edge to in this sort of match?
I mean, I give the edge to their elbows and their fists. I mean, again, you said it. These are two nasty, hard-hitting brawlers who are going to push each other to every limit.
The psycho knee there by Maclin. Maclin proved his mettle in the International Championship Tournament. And now it's Maclin, a scud delivered to Warner. Maclin would go on to defend successfully at Rebellion against Eric Young, then once again against EY in a bloody dog collar match that led to a minor skull fracture. The scar is on the forehead of Steve Maclin. That's what Matt Cardona went after during their title bout a few weeks ago.
Maclin proving his mettle, as he always does. Look out, Manser. The Southern Psycho laying prone on the floor here.
Maclin keeping an eye on Delander, and the elbow drop delivered to Warner. Maclin has promised to hold the line as a fighting champion for TNA Wrestling.
To his credit, in between title defenses too, he's doing things like supporting the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, walking every single floor of One World Trade Center, representing his fellow men-in-arms.
And Maclin looking extremely confident here in the early goings of this TNA International Championship matchup. He's reigned as champion now for 50 days. A former TNA World Champion as well is Maclin. Maclin back inside. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring.
Wait a second.
And it looked like Delander grabbed Macklin's boot. I don't believe the referee saw that illegal contact, however.
Maclin was getting ready to bring Manser in the hard way. And now he's paid the price.
Oh, and a big forearm there by Warner. Delander from the outside slowed up Maclin, grabbed a hold of his boot. That opened the door for Warner. The referee never saw Delander get involved. Maclin out of the corner. Oh, these open palm strikes right to the collarbone, and now big forearm shots.
Look, Steve Maclin living up to FTE, front towards enemy. He does not stop pushing forward.
Maclin set off on the ropes. Spine buster from Warner to capture the championship, and a kick out by Maclin.
It was Mance Warner who has gone on record as saying the worst pain you've ever felt in your life is just another day at the office for me. The man who took Sami Callihan to a brutal limit in Barbed Wire Massacre.
A match that will live in infamy. Maclin off of the ropes, able to level Mance Warner. Jam-packed house tonight here at the Mullett Arena on the campus of Arizona State University. We are live worldwide on TNA Plus for Against All Odds.
Now Maclin starting to come alive here. Nasty elbow.
Oh, now a fence press here by Maclin. Maclin raining down these right hands on Warner.
Look out.
Going for an Olympic slam, and down goes Warner.
Does Maclin have the Southern Psycho where he wants him?
Oh, led him right to the middle of the ring to clobber him. Cover, oh, and Warner got the left shoulder up in time. The viciousness of Mance Warner cannot be underestimated, but it shows you just exactly what Macklin has done with the TNA International Championship, that it drew the eyes of Warner and DeLander.
I mean, it was Mance Warner and Seth DeLander who were literally standing by watching that brutal dog collar match with Eric Young a couple of weeks ago. And they were just foaming at the mouth, essentially, at the opportunity that's in front of them now.
And now Warner, nearly got caught in the crosshairs, able to avoid DeLander in Macklin's face.
Look out, look out!
Oh, and Warner connected with the boot.
Just enough of a distraction there, and boom!
Charging at Macklin, connecting with the neck breaker on the outside.
Nasty landing for the international champion.
Again, the title can only change hands via pinfall or submission in the ring, not via countout or disqualification. We know that Warner can thrive in extreme environments, no disqualification environments, but can he play this game against Macklin and capture the title? Oh, head first goes Macklin, going after that previously fractured skull to win the title, and a kick out by Macklin.
Again, that fracture is a result of that barbarous dog collar match. Warner done his homework, had Macklin scouted, it seems here. Again, skull on skull contact.
Straight headbutt. Matt Cardona had a similar approach. It was a little bit more refined, I would say. I would say Mance Warner is a little bit more blunt.
Just a tad, as Macklin about to get blunt here.
Oh, God. Oh, and a DVD on the hardest part of the ring.
And Macklin's not stopping. He's not going to let that momentum slow down.
How's that for Blunt? And now Macklin going up top. Warner's down. But DeLander at ringside again, creating a distraction for Warner to take advantage.
It may not be an ODQ match, but they're going to use every little cut they can, every possible distraction to walk out of here with gold.
From the top turnbuckle, Warner and Macklin. Oh my God, and a superplex!
That was almost disastrous there. But Macklin and Mance come in the hard way.
Steph DeLander checking on her fiance. Chance of this is awesome for this opening matchup here at Against All Odds. There's the knee. Do we have a new champion? Macklin got the shoulder up.
Mance Warner has put a number of opponents away before with that knee. Macklin, though, stays alive.
Oh, bell clap there by Warner. Out of the corner, going for a tornado DDT again, going after the previously fractured skull, trying to win the title, and a kick out by Macklin.
Not quite, but it is getting closer and closer to that precious 3 count. Macklin gonna have to dig down deep.
Oh, if you're going through hell, keep going. You'll run into old Manser. Oh, now look at Macklin, who stared hell right in the eyes and kept on fighting. And Macklin throwing hands here with Mance Warner for the TNA International Championship. Ooh, gnarly boot there by Warner.
And one from Macklin in exchange.
Clubbing blows from both men. These two pulverizing each other for the International Championship.
Putting everything on the line. The physicality has been through the roof in this matchup.
Macklin able to avoid Warner, scoops him up. Oh, look out. Warner could be caught here.
Look out. Lined up.
Warner gets caught in the crosshairs.
And is it just a matter of moments now?
KIA!
Plants him.
Macklin retains the international title.
Here is your winner and still the
proving he can dance with the Southern Psycho here. Caught him in the crosshairs, and the rest was academic as he lines up the KIA and secures the win and holds on to the TNA International Championship.
What a way to begin Against All Odds tonight, live in the greater Phoenix area. Macklin fighting for those 3 letters, fighting for TNA Wrestling, fighting to prove what a true champion looks like in this company. I hope Trick Williams pays attention.
No doubt about it. Macklin living up to everything he espouses, and that was a hell of a match to kick things off here tonight.
What a beginning to the evening here. Thank you for joining us around the world live on TNA Plus in 175 countries in Spanish and French and in English. He's the Drama King, Matthew Raywalt. I'm Tom Hannafin. Now, speaking of champions in this company, later on tonight, we will see the X Division champion Moose in action in an 8-man tag team match.
That's right, a huge 8-man tag match featuring the System as they will take on Leon Slater, the Hardys, and a mystery opponent yet to be revealed.
Also, after this past Tuesday night on NXT, where First Class screwed Mike Santana out of the TNA World Championship against Trick Williams, Francis and Navarro have invited Santana to join them on the First Class penthouse. However, I'm being told Mike Santana has not yet arrived at the building.
And are there splinters forming within Order 4? After putting his hands on Tasha Steelz, Mustafa Ali will go one-on-one with Jason Hotch.
For the first time since losing the TNA World Championship at WWE Battleground, Joe Hendry is back and ready for action against perhaps his greatest TNA rival, Frankie Kazarian.
And the TNA Knockouts World Title will be on the line as Masha Slamovich defends against Lei Ying Lee.
Also, the Nemeths defend the TNA World Tag Team titles against the Rascals.
And the Authority in TNA is on the line as the winner will officially be the TNA Director of Authority, and Matt Cardona will be the special referee in Santino Marella versus Robert Stone.
In our main event, Elijah stands up on behalf of TNA Wrestling. He challenges NXT's Trick Williams for the TNA World Championship. For more on this, let's check in with TNA Wrestling's lead interviewer, Gia Miller.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest at this time, Elijah. Elijah, tonight you step into the ring against TNA World Champion Trick Williams. Now, there's been a lot of tension between you two, not just here in TNA, but in NXT as well. How are you feeling ahead of a huge title match?
Gia, I am feeling hot. Here in the Valley of the Sun, let me tell you, it's over 100 degrees. It is hot in this place, and you know what, though? Trick ain't used to the heat. He's not used to the heat. I know he's sweating. I know he doesn't got it inside, okay? This is what I said. He's built on hype, not heart, and it all starts within. So tonight, in the Valley of the Sun, with the TNA Championship on the line, I am going to bring that TNA Championship back where it belongs, back home to stay. And Trick, you are about to find out why in TNA we walk this way.
Elijah has a chance to bring the TNA title home, but right now it's time for that 8-man tag team matchup.
Trust the system.
Demolish everything that's in the way.
Following contest is an 8-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Alicia Edwards, the team of JDC, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, and the TNA X Division champion Moose,
The System looking for some momentum here and against all odds as they renew hostilities with Leon Slater and the Hardys. There is the reigning TNA X Division champion Moose, 211 days as champion, and last night on Impact, Moose managed to get by Eric Young in Canada in defense of the title.
The question is, who can stop the face of the franchise, Moose, as X Division champion? And the question always remains, who in general can stop the system.
Moose currently sits as the third longest reigning X Division champion of all time, behind only Tigre Uno and Austin Aries. His goal is to become the greatest X Division champion of all time. Of all time, the Hardys are back together again here in TNA Wrestling.
It was north of 100 degrees outside today, but the temperature just went up in here, courtesy of the living legends themselves, the Hardys, and the newest member of the Hardy clan, of course, Leon Slater.
Jeff Hardy was unable to travel to Canada for Under Siege, so Leon Slater stepped in his stead alongside Matt Hardy to challenge the Nemesis for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. That unfortunately was the Hardys' contractual rematch. But now back here on American soil, the charismatic Enigma has returned. But Raywald, here's my question. This is an 8-man tag team matchup. Who did the Hardys and Leon Slater get to be their partner?
I have no idea. They're going to need someone good if they want to take it to the system.
The Hardys and the system have been battling for over a year in this company. The bad blood runs deep.
Oh yeah, what's going on, Tempe? I can tell you right now, there are three of us, myself, my brother Nero, and Leon Slater Hardy right here. And there's 4 members of the system, but we found a partner. And we didn't have to go far because he's from right here in Tempe, Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the hometown man.
He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man. He's a hometown man.
You can hear JDC in our headsets here. Listen, I'm going to be honest. That's Cody Dean.
We know the man. We know his tattoos. I know that beard.
It's his gear.
He's a
It's his beard.
hometown man.
Well, clearly something fell through the crack. The last time we saw Cody Dean was at Under Siege.
Right.
Lost his opportunity at a new contract in that match with Eddie Edwards. That was the last we saw. We figured we were done with seeing Cody Deaner for the time being. Look, there's been a lot of shakeup in management, Tom. We know that. I don't know.
We were talking about it. The Director of Authority job is on the line later on tonight. Santino Marella is not actively the Director of Authority this evening. So technically, there is no Director of Authority tonight at Against All Odds until the outcome of that matchup. And Robert Stone could be the new Director of Authority. It's possible something slipped through the cracks.
When there's a vacuum, things find a way. That's for sure. Either way, the hometown man is here to back up the Hardys and Slater.
So here we go. This is JDC to start things off against Leon Slater. You can see how much that threw off the system here, just as the hometown man was making his entrance. Eddie Edwards and JDC were furious. So
look, maybe that could work to the advantage of Slater, the Hardys and company here.
Slater. Plenty of dealings with the system who tried to recruit Slater at one point, but just as Moose is focused on becoming the longest reigning X Division champion of all time, Leon Slater has not forgotten about his goal of becoming the youngest X Division champion of all time. He nearly pulled that off in Ultimate X at Rebellion.
Was so very close after having a headline-making moment and Ultimate X careening from the top of the structure came within milliseconds of winning the X Division Championship. You know that Leon Slater hasn't forgotten about that moment.
Elbow drop there by Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy took it pretty difficultly, took it hard. How things went down at Under Siege. The fact that he couldn't team with his brother, trying to make the best of things with Leon Slater. The two performed very well, but the Nemesis isolated Matt Hardy and ultimately retained. But now back in comes the charismatic enigma, Matt Hardy.
The Nemesis trying to live up to being the best brother tag team of all time.
I think we're going to get to see the hometown man for the first time from right here in Tempe, Arizona.
Right.
Oh my God.
So is he the hometown Hardy now? Is that what we're doing?
A tag made. In comes Eddie Edwards. To your point. At Under Siege, Eddie Edwards beat Cody Deaner to end Deaner's career in TNA Wrestling.
You can see there, even Eddie Edwards was frustrated, feeling like he put Cody Deaner out of the business, out of TNA.
You can understand the tactic by Slater and the Hardys because this has completely disrupted the system. And a bulldog out of the corner by the hometown man.
Somebody stop him! Somebody stop him!
Ten in Tempe from the hometown man. Another corner going for slice bread.
How is he doing this?
There's Brian Myers. There's a lot of questions here. Myers running in to run interference. Moose and JDC into the fray. A lot of bodies diving into the ring in this 8-man tag team matchup. There goes the system.
Ever they break it down. Key to success is white pants and red masks.
I am very curious to see how this plays out over time, because we will have a director of authority tomorrow.
That's right.
If it's Robert Stone, I don't think this is going to last very long. I'd be very curious to see how Santino Marella would handle this. A tag made. In comes the dominant X Division champion, Moose.
Moose wanted the tag very explicitly there from Eddie Edwards. And wait a second, not again. Not a 10p punch.
Oh! Inverted atomic drop and a pump kick there by the face of the franchise.
And just like that, the hometown man is put into the hole, courtesy of the system.
I respected the throwback Charles Barkley jersey. I thought that was pretty impressive. Can you imagine how ticked off Eddie Edwards is? Eddie Edwards didn't even want to be in that matchup at Under Siege. He took it personally that the match got made. And now the hometown man is fighting out of the corner, trying to get to the Hardys.
Maybe it's not Deaner. I've never seen Cody Deaner do that. And now the charismatic enigma himself, Jeff Hardy, turning this match upside down.
Low drop kick there to Eddie Edwards. Classic Jeff Hardy tonight. Oh, and a kick out by Edwards. Now Jeff Hardy gets a piece of Brian Myers, going back after Eddie Edwards, going for the twist of fate. Jeff Hardy might have tweaked his left knee there, going for the twist of fate, and Edwards able to take advantage. Tag.
Just like that. The system once again in control. That's all it takes for this well-oiled machine that the system has become. Through ups and downs, they remain a unified front.
There's Alicia Edwards at ringside. Tag made, in comes Brian Myers.
Crowd here in Arizona instantly and firmly in the corner of Jeff Hardy here.
Last time we saw Jeff Hardy in action in a TNA ring, an absolute classic. Himself and Nick Nemeth one-on-one for the first time in 16 years. Jeff Hardy walked away with the win, was trying to provide some momentum for Matt and Leon, getting closer to Under Siege. Jeff Hardy thought he had an opening there, but Myers shut the door. Tag. Back in comes Moose. About 2 weeks' time, he'll become the second longest reigning X Division champion of all time if he can hold on to the title. Do you think he eclipses the mark of 298 days and breaks the record?
I was just going to say, I don't know who's going to stop him. That's the real question.
They love the hometown man here in Tempe.
How does it happen that you're on a team with the Hardys and the entire building is chanting for hometown man?
It's absolutely
astonishing. He doesn't even have a name.
Well, he does have a name.
Well, yes, but he's not using it.
Sometimes you have to reinvent yourself. You know, you go from Aiden English to Matthew Raywalt. You change things up. Oh, and a shot there by Brian Myers to hometown man and Leon Slater.
Ooh, Hardy finding an opening here.
Hold on, a little whisper in the wind from Jeff Hardy.
And now is the window open to get a tag to his team. Matt Hardy waiting in the wings.
Tag's made, it's Matt Hardy to meet Moose. What a long sordid history between the Hardys and the system, and it all began at Rebellion 2024 when Matt Hardy returned to this company after Moose had controversially held on to the TNA World Title against Nick Nemeth. The lights went out and the broken one took down the face of the franchise.
Look at this. Matt Hardy taking down every member of the system. It might be time to delete.
JDC being deleted by Matt Hardy.
Look out. Time for a little poetry in motion, courtesy of the GOATs.
Side effect. And now Leon Slater with a crossover. Cover to win this matchup, and the system breaks it up. The mat is starting to look like the Full Metal Mayhem match that was reimagined by the Hardys in the main event of Bound for Glory this past year.
Now the Hardys once again getting picked apart by the system bit by bit.
Ooh, Blue Thunder bomb there by Edwards and a senton by Moose. Down and dirty by JDC. Moose is legal on Hardy. Cover, it's broken up by the hometown man.
What is happening? Quote-unquote man here.
And now Moose over the top. Oh my God, through the ropes, down goes Moose.
Hometown man is coming alive here.
Now back inside the ring, is it time for a twist of slate? Myers trying to save JDC, there's Jeff Hardy.
Oh, wait a second.
Twist of slate, twist of fate, and another.
Everybody's twisted in Tempe tonight.
Now the hometown man trying to climb back into the ring. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, destroyed by Moose. And now Jeff Hardy off of the apron.
Now, do they have enough momentum here to put things away? Oh, look at this.
Moose is surrounded. Leg lariat.
And now, can we see another
Twist of fate.
And there's only one follow-up from the charismatic Enigma.
Swanton bomb. But we're not done yet. Oh, another system going after Matt and Jeff Hardy. Leon Slater up on the top. Right for the Swanton 450.
Oh, look out.
Shades of rebellion. Oh, big play. Slater wiping out the system.
Out of nowhere, on an absolute dime.
As I mentioned, reminiscent of rebellion. A spear. Moose and Slater face to face.
And oh, it's just a matter of moments now, lined up.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on! Slater! Slater is pinned, the X Division champion!
Here are your winners, the team of the hometown man, Leon Slater, and the Hardys!
What absolute chaos in the closing moments of this first. Leon Slater changing on a dime and taking out the crowd on the floor. But that wasn't it. We thought Moose had it locked in for the spear, but Slater, the last second roll-up, and to your point, Tom, he just pinned the X Division champ.
This was certainly a complicated 8-man tag team matchup, but Leon Slater's goal is to become the youngest X Division champion of all time.
And based on what we just saw, he just might do it. What an impressive win for the Hardys, Leon Slater, and the hometown man of all people.
This injury report is presented by BioFlex, the exclusive recovery partner of TNA Wrestling. Rosemary is currently out of action following the injuries she sustained in the brutal Monsters Ball match last night on Impact. Medical staff confirmed that she is recovering, but will be sidelined indefinitely as she undergoes evaluation and treatment for multiple injuries. Tessa Blanchard remains sidelined as she continues to recover from TMJ, an injury to the jaw and surrounding area. There is no official timetable for her return, but TNA officials will continue to monitor her status closely. Both Santino Marella and Robert Stone have successfully passed all pre-match medical evaluations ahead of tonight's highly anticipated showdown. Doctors have cleared both men to compete at 100%, and with their reputations on the line, neither is walking in with excuses. This TNA injury report is presented by BioFlex.
Well, good news to hear that we are all set to go for that historic match between Santino Marella and Robert Stone.
Yeah, they did a CAT scan. We understand Robert Stone actually has a brain. In a matter of moments, we're about to see Mustafa Ali go one-on-one with Jason Hotch. Now, this has become very complicated over the last few weeks. I want to take you back to what happened last night, especially on Impact. After we saw Tasha Steelz come up short to Indy Hartwell, it was Mustafa Ali put his hands on a TNA official and then shoving Tasha Steelz completely out of line. That's when Jason Hotch stepped in.
Jason Hotch had seen enough, and it seemed to be splinters forming within Order 4, stepping up to defend Tasha Steelz, but of course, at the end of things,
Ali telling Hotch that he made a bad choice. Tasha Steelz and John Skyler fell in line with Mustafa Ali last night on Impact.
And as a result of that, it has come to this. Ali has made this match happen. It is Mustafa Ali with his own Order 4 member going one-on-one as Ali takes on Jason Hotch.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Order 4 from Toledo, Ohio, weighing in at 210 pounds, Jason Hotch!
If you're Jason Hotch, how do you proceed in this match?
I have no idea. I mean, look, you even heard in the ring announce they're still, as far as we know, representing Order 4, a member of that unit. But here he's seeming like he's trying to be taught a lesson by Mustafa Ali. But if Jason Hotch somehow pins the leader of Order 4, it could shake things up indefinitely.
Representing Order 4 from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 206 pounds, Mustafa Ali!
As we heard earlier on tonight on the countdown to Against All Odds, Mustafa Ali has instructed John Schuyler to join us on commentary to spread his message. He's informed Tasha Steelz, you will be in my corner for this matchup. And this is extremely complicated amongst everyone involved in Order 4 here. John, I appreciate you joining us and attempt to shed some light on this situation. Can you give us any insight into how Mustafa Ali has been leading up to today?
What insight, Tom? What are you reaching for? There's nothing wrong with the Order 4. We are a family. We are a unit. And as a broadcaster, you just need to do your job and call this exhibition that you're about to see.
I understand your point. Obviously, Jason Hotch, a valued member of Order 4, so for Mustafa Ali to single him out after Jason Hotch reasonably did the right thing last night on Impact. He stood up for Tasha Steelz. What you have to admit, what Mustafa Ali did was wrong last night.
Yeah, but Mr. Ali has done so much right for myself and Jason Hotch, including for Mr. Hotch's family. And I know we are a family, but Jason Hotch has a family at home as well.
And to that point, Jason Hotch was quick to point out on social media after Impact last night that his fiance and his daughter were in the crowd last night. What was I supposed to do? Those were Hotch's words.
What would you do in this situation, Tom?
Exactly what Jason Hotch did. I completely agree with what Jason Hotch did.
There should be an offensive match. Let's just call the action, please. Is that so hard to ask?
I mean, look, there's no doubt about it that these are both incredible athletes here. I think Ali...
Cover. Oh, kick out it, too.
I mean, you know Mustafa Ali is a leader better than any of us. I mean, surely there's a lesson to be taught here. There's a point.
Oh, shoulders down. Oh, and a bridge out.
In the words of Mr. Ali, actions have consequences. Now, Jason Hotch and myself, a year ago, we were whipping boys. We were on the verge of getting cut from this roster. Mr. Ali stepped in, and he took our careers to brand new heights. There's no denying that.
Took you guys from good to great. Tonight we're here in Tempe, Arizona. We'll be back tomorrow night for a night of TNA Impact here on the campus of Arizona State University. 2 weeks from tonight, June 20th and the 21st, 2 nights of TNA Impact in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then Sunday, July 20th, we're of course on the road to Slamversary, which will be live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus at the UBS Arena on Long Island, New York. You can get your tickets now for all these events at TNAWrestling.com.
Incredible athleticism there. Jason Hotch and from Ali, again, two of the best athletes in the TNA locker room today.
And trust me, nobody knows what Jason Hotch can do like myself.
Hotch trying to pin Ali here in a kick out. A backslide here by Hotch. Able to escape it too.
Holds on.
Shoulder, that left shoulder was up. Great job there by a referee. Paige brings of Ali. Ali looks surprised by Hotch, John.
No, he's taking his time. Tom, he takes his time in the ring, okay? He's methodical. He knows what he's doing out there.
Look, John, I don't mean to put you on the spot or put you in a comfortable position myself.
Too late for that.
I know, but you know what a big fan I am of you and Jason Hotch and all of Order 4. But tell me, what happens here if Jason Hotch beats Mustafa Ali?
Well, it'd be Jason Hotch would be glorified main eventer if you beat Mr. Ali in a huge upset.
I wouldn't say glorified, I'd say he would be. Everybody in TNA Wrestling for years has been speculating as to when Jason Hotch is going to break out. This could be the night if he beats Ali.
I think the advantage that Ali has, though, is Jason Hotch is used to tag team wrestling with myself. Mr. Ali looks a little flustered.
Here's my question to you, John. Who did Tasha Steelz call last night and earlier on tonight?
Again, Tom, that's none of your business. That's not anybody's business.
It's been broadcast on worldwide television, John.
Yeah, it was, again, just a wrong number. Don't.
Twice?
Again, you were trying to pry for stuff that's not there, Tom. Just let it go and call the action. All right. Look at these two great athletes.
That's Tasha Steelz' business. It's none of ours.
John picked up the phone and hung up on that person. Come on, Raywalt.
Talk about the action.
Ali backing up Hotch into the corner. A referee warning. Mustafa Ali refused to attack there with a closed fist. Open palm strike right to the chest.
A little tough love. Not with a closed fist. We have a gentleman's agreement.
How gentlemanly are these shots here?
Like I said, it's tough love.
It's no doubt about it. It certainly is tough. Tougher than a $2 steak here. Ain't no doubt about that.
Off of the ropes, Hotch driven down. Ali trying to quicken the pace here.
Jason Hotch is hanging in there with Ali, step for step, like I knew he would.
Oh, beautiful drop kick there by Jason Hotch, who's in control right now against the former X Division champion in Mustafa Ali.
Come on, Hotch, don't waste time.
What a test for Jason Hotch here. Hang on, though. Wait.
Ali on the move, and down goes Hotch onto the apron.
Are you okay? Tasha, is he okay? Tasha, is he okay?
Take a look at this absolutely nasty landing for Hotch here, who was looking to dive onto Ali on the floor, but Ali capturing him with the German suplex right on the apron.
Come on, Hotch. Tasha, is he okay? I don't like that look in his eyes.
But you've seen some of the things that he's done, not just last night, what he did to a TNA official. Oh, by the way, Ali's been fined an undisclosed amount by TNA Wrestling for putting his hands on a referee.
John, are you okay?
I wasn't expecting this. Come on, just getting back in the ring. Come on. It's supposed to be an exhibition.
John, even you have to admit, because you've instigated it, Ali has been a monster ever since his rivalry with Mike Santana following Rebellion. He's been unhinged. Here's the cover, hook to the leg. Hotch gets the right shoulder up.
I wouldn't say unhinged. I'd say Mr. Ali is a changed man, Tom.
Raywalt, you've called it unhinged.
Look, there's certainly a different, I agree, a changed man. I mean, he's had to change tactic. Obviously, it was not successful in his bid against Mike Santana. You've got to go back to the drawing board. Sometimes that can be a frustrating experience, I have no doubt. You would know better than us, John, about how that's been within the Order 4 camp.
See the smile on Ali's face.
This is just tough love, Tom. And this tough love, trust me, is going to unite us even stronger than ever before. Trust me.
Hotch caught up on the top turnbuckle. Oh, wait a minute, Hotch blocking the chop.
Cutting Ali off at the pass here.
Got him by the fingers.
Wait.
Oh, finger snap. Small joint manipulation there by Jason Hotch. That was smart. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the DDT out of the floor.
Oh, my God. Somebody's got to step in and stop this. Tasha, they're going to kill each other.
My God. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like this before. A tornado DDT from the rope to the floor.
You got him, Hotch.
Hotch trying to follow up. Cross body.
Are you kidding
Can he
me?
beat Ali? Can he beat Ali in a kick out?
John, this would be monumental for Hotch's career if he beat Ali.
Like I said, he'd be a glorified main eventer with a win over Mr. Ali, and quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised to see it at this point.
I would be remiss if I didn't say I would be very curious and concerned about the reaction of Ali given his current state if Hotch were to upset him here.
Right between the eyes.
Come on, Hotch, you got him on his heels. You got him on his heels, Hotch, come on.
John, do you want Hotch to beat Ali?
Again, Tom, he's my partner. He's my best friend. I know him better than anybody. For us as a group, it would be monumental.
On the move. Spanish fly! Center of the ring! Hook to the leg! Ali gets out at 2.9!
Just barely, though. Hotch is pushing one of the greatest X Division champions of all time in this company to a limit.
The greatest X Division.
True.
I think the people are getting behind Hotch.
Ali motioning to Tasha Steelz here.
Tasha.
Calling for Tasha for some assistance.
Keeping Hotch at bay. Drop toe hold there. There goes Hotch into the middle rope.
Tough love.
Extremely tough love.
Is that what you recall what happened at Under Siege when Tasha was shoved accidentally by Ali?
Tasha, go.
Ali motioning to Tasha. He had the referee's attention. Ali did.
The referee momentarily distracted him. Now this is getting out of hand.
Part of this.
Getting out of hand. Last week on Impact, he grabbed Tasha, handful of hair, shoved her last night. Why would she help this monster?
Wait. Tasha, where are you going?
I don't blame her. Oh, and Jason Hotch over the top rope, wipes out Ali.
He's gonna do it.
He got him back in the ring.
Do it.
Can he keep this momentum going?
Go. Make yourself famous. Go.
Can Hotch beat Ali tonight and against all odds?
Hotch perched up top.
Splash!
Huge!
The leg, come on.
Cover! Shoulders down! Oh, and Ali somehow able to escape.
Wait. Just barely. Look at this.
Up onto the shoulders.
That's it.
UFO bomb. Is that it?
Cover! Ali got the left shoulder up. Hotch might pull this thing off.
It has been a roller coaster for you out here, John Skyler.
Roller coaster at the word for it. I'm emotionally spent. This is unlike anything I anticipated. I'm just at a loss.
Can you imagine what Ali would be like after this if he lost?
You thought he was unhinged before. Jason Hotch pulls out this upset. I'm afraid of what might happen.
Now Hotch was trying to set up for more offense. Open palm strike.
And look, these guys have gone back and forth, but to the point earlier, they've never thrown a single closed fist at one another.
Big clothesline by Hotch, however, out of the corner.
Some of the tactics have been questionable, yes, but they had a gentleman's agreement. No closed fists, no punching. And so far, they've stuck by that. I'm proud of both men. Come on, Hotch, finish him off.
Can Hotch find his way back in the driver's seat? Ali now.
Rolling in. Oh, a double stop right to the chest.
He had it scouted.
Could that be enough? Could that be enough? Tucks the arm, shoulders down. Ali just barely stays alive.
Hotch is getting closer and closer by every single second.
Absolutely. For the second or third time in this match, Hotch has had a 2.9 count. Take another look at this. The stop nearly driving Ali through the canvas.
All the wind right out of his sails. That's where Jason Hotch had Ali scouted. That's where it pays off to be in the same family with one another.
The shoulder just barely coming off the canvas. Hotch
going to finish him off here.
Ali's number. But Ali, one of the best to ever do it.
Now Ali, shoulders down here on Hotch. Ali to the corner from the second rope. Looking for it. Got the satellite DDT.
Planted. Hotch.
Hotch is down. Ali's going to the top turnbuckle.
Doesn't look good.
The scowl on his face and the 450 splash.
With malice.
Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. Ali could have ended this thing right there.
Damn it, enough's enough.
Mustafa Ali could have ended this matchup, but instead he decides to send a message, and Hotch gets the knees up. Hotch might beat him. Hotch might beat Ali. Oh, and a kick out.
Ali trying to send a message, and now Skyler actively rooting for Hotch to close out the victory here.
Skyler's cheering on his tag team partner and his best friend in Jason Hotch. Oh, Hotch sent into the turnbuckles.
Just a second too long there. And now Ali once again to the top rope.
Hotch is down, 450 to the back.
Message sent.
Here is your winner, Mustafa Ali!
But did Mustafa Ali restore order to order 4?
It all came down to this. The second 450 connected to the small of the back. And a Jason Hotch put down with a purpose.
Jason Hotch fought his heart out tonight.
Oh!
Looked like Jason Hotch had earned Mustafa Ali's respect. Ali shows how heartless he can be.
What does this mean for the future of Order 4?
Well, right now we want to turn our attention to some of the events of earlier on tonight on the countdown to Against All Odds. After a 6 knockouts tag team matchup, which saw the Elegance brand cheat heavily up against Saya Brookside, Myla Grace, and Harley Hudson, it was the Elegance brand who picked up the victory on the countdown to Against All Odds. And then we were graced with the presence of the Inspiration.
A huge return from a team that we've not seen here in nearly 3 years. The Inspiration are back in TNA Wrestling.
Jessie McKay and Cassie Lee, the Inspiration, the women's tag team, stealing the spotlight from the Elegance brand earlier on tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guests at this time who made their return to TNA earlier tonight. Cassie Lee, Jessie McKay, the Inspiration. Ladies, welcome back. I mean, why now and why the Elegance brand?
Oh, Gia. You want to know why? I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant, and then I got pregnant again. But now, we are not. So that explains the why now. But Gia, we've been gone from TNA for 3 years. A long time. You know, we turn the TV on and we see these discount perfume models who think they're dominant, who say they're the most beautiful team in TNA history. Okay, good for you. Good. See, the Elegance brand doesn't dominate. They're just lucky that we weren't here. That's true. But now, The lights are shining brighter. The standards are higher. And we are here to inspire.
Don't you feel inspired?
No, I want to feel elegant every day.
Oh, you've got to be joking me. So good to have the inspiration back here in TNA Wrestling. Well, right now, I want to cycle back to something that I wouldn't call inspiring. It was this past Tuesday night live on NXT that we saw Elijah in attendance to support Mike Santana on behalf of TNA Wrestling. Mike Santana went to NXT to try and take back the TNA World Championship for this company from NXT's Trick Williams.
It was an unprecedented contest, and Trick Williams took control of the matchup. Mike Santana, though, valiantly fighting on behalf of TNA, defending TNA, trying to bring that title back home, but by a fingertip, Trick Williams saved.
Well, it was later on in the bout. Trick Williams got into it at ringside with Elijah smashing up his guitar. Elijah jumped into the ringside area. The referee went to check on that. Look at the bottom right corner of your screen. There's KC Navarro. There's AJ Francis. First class attacking Mike Santana.
And it was that allowed Trick Williams to get the trick shot in and retain the TNA World Championship.
A first class betrayal on NXT. And with that, we are now set for the first-class penthouse. AJ Francis and KC Navarro have invited Mike Santana to join them here. However, we understand Mike Santana is not in the building.
If public enemy number one in TNA is Trick Williams, this is 2 and 3 right here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, but especially the ladies. Woo! You hear them. Welcome to a brand new episode of the First Class Penthouse. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your host, AJ Francis.
That's you.
And this right here is my co-host, KC Navarro. And together, we make up First Class. And I don't know if you've been noticing, but it's been a first-class summer.
Hey, big fella, it really has. I mean, we've been making some history.
That's a fact.
I mean, let's talk about this. I became the first ever and only TNA All-Star.
That's a fact.
And then not to mention this past Tuesday, we went to NXT and saved Trick NA.
Exactly. Exactly.
But big fella, it's kind of crazy to me. A lot of people seem pretty upset about that.
Yeah.
And I honestly think we did a good thing, but hey, big fella, we're smart guys.
Facts.
Especially you.
I mean, I went to college.
I didn't, but you're smart enough for the both of us, and that's why you made that executive decision to get us some high-quality security.
Yeah. Yes, make some noise for our security team. Yeah.
It says it right there.
Yeah.
That's official.
It says it right on their shirt, so you know it's real. Right? But I actually had a conversation with TNA management, and they were not very happy with what we were doing.
Pardon me? What do you mean? Pardon me? Pardon me? Pardon me?
There are children here.
Inappropriate.
There are children here. See, the management is upset with the fact that we happen to be coming up with a little bit of bad publicity.
Bad publicity? Big fella, Marella. Last Tuesday on NXT's Instagram, what we did to save Trick NA got over 2.6 million views.
And counting. Yeah, and if you add up all the social media accounts, we actually did about 10 million views! Yeah, yes. But all people want to do is talk about, why'd you have to hurt Mike Santana? Why'd you have to cost Mike Santana? My Nana told me never answer a question with a question, so Nana, I am sorry, but I'm gonna ask a couple questions here. Number one, who was the person that interrupted our conversation with Sami Callihan on TNA Impact last month?
Mike Santana.
Okay, and who was the person that at the same exact time interrupted the last episode of the First Class Penthouse with O'Shea Jackson Jr.?
Michael Santana.
That's a fact. And who is the person that last week on TNA Impact hit me in the head with a chair, jumped both of us, and called me a pendejo?
Survey says Mike Santana.
Is this still going on?
But nevertheless, I decided to spread a little goodwill. And I don't mean goodwill like where this guy shops.
Look at that shirt.
Baroki!
Look at his shoes.
Baroki!
Hey, look at those glasses. They're not even prescription.
Baroki! No, I'm still gonna spread some goodwill by inviting Mike Santana out to the First Class Penthouse.
You're an audible man.
So ladies and gentlemen, get off your feet and put your stubby little hands together for the one, the only, First Class. Because Mike Santana ain't here tonight.
Nope. No, he's not.
No, see, Mike Santana can't even show up because he knows that I would put the boots to that boy.
Yep, that's right.
If I saw Mike Santana, I promise you,
Look at
I
that.
would put boots on him.
Wait a minute, look at that.
Yeah, you would. And I'd punch him square in his face.
Hey,
I'm in the middle of
That's
something.
the outside of the building.
And he knows that he's scared of me.
Pardon
he
me.
knows that he doesn't.
Pardon me. Big fella. Big fella. Big fella, pardon me, but I swear, big fella, I'm not playing.
Oh, boy.
Santana was good. Hey, y'all. Stay born nasty. They rockin' that, but don't fall from the wicked.
And now the question for First Class is, where is Mike Santana?
He can come from anywhere.
The spotlight is up for Santana. He's here and against all odds.
Hold up. Santana ain't wasting any time. He's making a deal.
And why the hell did you show up on the First Class Penthouse as a guest? He got screwed out of the TNA World Title, and now he's fighting through the security, trying to get his hands on First Class.
The people who ruined a dream opportunity.
Casey, you're good. You're good. I promise. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good.
AJ Francis leaving Casey Navarro to Mike Santana.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad news for the blessed one.
Mike Santana gets some First Class payback.
That's one. But hold up.
Oh, with a champagne bottle. AJ Francis attacks Santana from behind.
First Class continuing to wreak havoc on the life, on the career of Mike Santana.
I don't need money.
What's better than free TV?
Anyone gonna say?
Free TV with thousands of movies, live channels, short-form videos, and even a kids zone.
Everyone's been asking me about it lately.
Is that so? Zonify is all your entertainment, all in one place, always free.
I'll kill you if this is a joke.
Get action-packed movies, TV series, games, and more, free on Zonify. Zonify is an official partner of TNA Wrestling.
You can watch back Canada versus USA Border Brawl anytime on demand exclusively on Zonify, an official sponsor of TNA Wrestling. Right now, Against All Odds continues. Masha Slamovich set to defend her TNA Knockouts World Championship against the lethal striker Laying Lee. Lee earned this title shot, but can she dethrone the dominant Slamovich tonight at Against All Odds? Masha is championship material. She beat Jordan Grace at our biggest event of the year, Bound for Glory. This is the best version we have ever seen.
I'm ready for a real challenge. I'm ready for a real competitor, a warrior. If I could describe Laying Lee in one word, it would be warrior. I can see through your soul.
我来自中国，是唯一一个走到这里的中国女战士，在雷鸣中前行，在黑夜中不灭。
Every warrior has an Achilles heel, and I'm gonna find it.
他说他想要一场真正的战斗，那他就该知道，我不是来挑战他的，我是来结束他的统治的。
Laying Lee, I chose you because you were the best. And it's high time that I beat the best.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. It is very rare that a reigning champion calls out a challenger. That's exactly what went down at Under Siege, and then Laying Lee last week on Impact pinned one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions in Ash by Elegance to earn this title shot per TNA management. To this day, the only person who had pinned Laying Lee one-on-one in this company is Tessa Blanchard. It's Slamovich and Lee for the Knockouts World Title right now at Against All Odds. And we have some company that's about to join us on commentary.
Please welcome Indy Hartwell.
Indy Hartwell, one of the newest knockouts to join the division, made a lot of headlines when she made the jump here to TNA, and now gets a front row seat to the Knockouts World Title.
Welcome.
Anyway, put it on. Just this goes right here.
Whoa. Indy, thank you so much for joining us. It's been so exciting to have you officially as a part of the TNA Knockouts roster. Congratulations on your win last night on Impact. What do you expect from this match?
I expect a hard-hitting match. Have you seen both of them?
Yeah.
A few times.
A few times. I've seen them a few times too.
Safe to say, Slamovich and Lee will be hard-hitting tonight for the Knockouts World Championship.
Opportunity of her career. You put it that a lethal striker, if there ever was one, especially right now in this Knockouts division. I gotta ask, Indy, what impresses you about Laying Lee?
Laying Lee. I've got history with her, you know?
That's right.
I know what it feels like to be hit by Laying Lee. She's hard-hitting. She's international like myself. She brings a different flavor.
doubt about it. Lee also just recently venturing into the world of combat sports and got her first victory as well. So she is not one to be trifled with, not one to be messed with, especially with gold on the line.
days as champion, 12 straight singles wins in TNA in the last 9 months, 10 successful defenses in Raywall. Since last August, Masha has had 68 singles matches all over the world. Masha's only been beaten 3 times.
When Masha Slamovich goes on a roll, let's not forget how she broke into this company, an undefeated streak like we've rarely seen.
Slamovich dethroned Jordan Grace back at Bound for Glory to capture the championship. She puts it on the line tonight against Lee.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Chongqing, China, Lee. And her opponent from Moscow, Russia, she is the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich.
Andy, what is your opinion of the entire Knockouts division now that you've had the chance to survey it for a handful of months?
I said it earlier to Gia, the Knockouts division is competitive. It's stacked right now, and like I said, every woman's bringing their best. It's pushing me to be better. Everyone's got their eye on Masha. I can't deny that.
Well, you knocked off a former TNA Knockouts World Champion Natasha Steeles last night on Impact. That was a complicated situation with Order 4, as we saw earlier on tonight here at Against All Odds. But there's the bell. Slamovich versus Lee for the Knockouts World Championship at Against All Odds. It's underway, and a nice sign of respect to start things off.
As you pointed out earlier, it was the champion, the sitting champion, who's the one who offered the opportunity, who called out Lee because she saw how much Lee can do. She respects her as a fighter. So there has to be that mutual respect there.
Yeah, you don't usually see the champions calling out other people, so good on Masha for that.
Indy, you've been very outspoken about growing up in Australia and watching TNA Wrestling and wanting to be a knockout one day. What is it like to see this championship defended, covering a kick out live and in person?
I have the best seat in the house,
right?
Don't I?
Cover, shoulders down.
I always wanted to be a TNA knockout, and I always wanted to be a TNA commentator.
Oh, well,
now
great. You can take Ray Walt's job any day.
Please
so
get me away
mean.
from this guy.
Even here between Lee and Slamovich in the early going. Slamovich, I mentioned it, she has a victory against Jordan Grace at Bound for Glory, multiple victories ultimately after that to retain the title, beat Tessa Blanchard, and then has a victory over the now reigning NXT Women's Champion in JC Jane. This has been an impressive reign.
Masha Slamovich, like I said, once she gets on a roll, it's hard to stop her. But could Lee have the answer potentially?
I know what those feel like.
That does not look fun.
10 big shots from Lee to the champion. Now launching Slamovich, center of the ring. Looking for the cover, shoulders down, and a kick out.
You know, Indy, Tom mentioned you growing up watching the Knockouts division. The Knockouts division in TNA has been known for years as being some of the best women's wrestling around. I mean, who were some of your inspirations coming up in the business?
100%. I can't go past Gail Kim and Awesome Kong.
Hall of Famers.
Hall of Famers, and I feel like they really put the Knockouts division on the map.
Absolutely huge legacy to carry. That's what people like Slamovich are trying to carry on here. Wait a second.
Slamovich pulling up there against Lee. Oh, and look at Slamovich.
Absolutely flat.
Okay, that was kind of insane.
That's kind of what Masha does, though,
Yeah,
and
she's
you're well
kind of
aware of
insane,
that.
isn't she?
You have to be.
Slamovich pulling out something new in her arsenal. What has it been like sharing a locker room with Masha Slamovich? We take another look here at Slamovich pulling off the offense on the outside.
It's good as long as she doesn't do that to me backstage.
Slamovich.
Wait, hold on.
Think about a suplex maybe into the steel stairs.
Into the steps, the hard edge of the steps there. Oh God, now Lee gonna respond in kind.
Oh my God, Lee trying to control Slamovich. Oh my God, this could end badly.
Oh, wait a second.
She's strong.
She's not slamming her on the stairs, she's carrying her up the whole way.
Oh, and dumping Slamovich on the floor.
What power from Lei Ying Lee.
I can tell how much she wants this.
Again, such a dangerous competitor when she gets moving. Take another look at this. Climbing up the stairs.
Back to live action cover, trying to win the championship and a kick out.
Was able to climb up all the stairs while holding another human over her head and then just dropping her like a sack of potatoes.
That was impressive.
Showing you exactly what Lee is willing to do to walk out of here tonight as the Knockouts World Champion.
We saw it in the tail of the tape, Lei Ying Lee 6-1 in singles competition here in TNA Wrestling. Only losses to Tessa Blanchard. That was back at Sacrifice in March. Indy, who else within the Knockouts division has impressed you? Oh, hold on a second. Off the neck breaker, trying to win the championship. Here's a cover. Slamovich is still in it.
I'm really loving Holly Hudson and Myla Grace.
Saw them earlier on tonight on the countdown to Against All Odds.
And of course, I can't go past the inspiration, my fellow country women.
Just came back, that's
just
right.
came back, that was a nice surprise.
Shocking the entire knockout, shocking the Elegance brand more than anyone.
Still have Tessa Blanchard in the mix, Victoria Crawford, Danny Luna and Jody Threat. Will they do after Spitfire? Hold on, shoulders down, here's the cover and a kick out. There's a lot of questions right now in the Knockouts division. One constant has been Masha Slamovich. Over the top. Oh, super kick.
Now, Lee out on the floor.
Oh, now Lee able to slow up Slamovich.
And a lot of mutual respect between these two, but it means they know each other very well. Also, look at this.
Ooh, big right hand by Lee.
Wait, Lee's not done here.
Oh, look out. Lee with a draping DDT to the outside.
Slamovich might be out.
Remember, the title can only change hands via pinfall or submission inside the ring, not via countout or disqualification.
Get it back in.
That's right, these precious seconds. A lot of damage done on the floor, but every second counts.
Can Lee capitalize? Can she win the championship? Shoulders down, and Slamovich survives.
Just barely there. I mean, Indy, you've been in a lot of high-profile matches. When you're this deep in, what do you got to do to stay in it?
You do anything you can. I can tell both of them are doing anything they can. Marsha's fighting from under. I've been in that position a lot.
Takes a lot to dig out when the going gets tough like that. Slamovich and Lee, though, both holding on here, digging in.
This is like getting to desperation. Desperation moments happening right now.
You've gone through plan A, you've gone through plan B, plan C, plan D. You're doing whatever you can to get an advantage back.
Yeah, at this point, all plans go out the window.
Slamovich firing back. A back fist, big kick to the head. Slamovich, gets caught.
I've definitely felt that before.
Nasty precision kick there from Lei Ying Lee.
Masha got a taste of her own medicine. I haven't faced her, but I heard she kicks hard.
I mean, both these wrestlers proficient strikers to that point. pulled nothing back, pulled no punches.
You could see Slamovich, her body weight dropped to the mat there for a second. Now Lee bringing Slamovich up with her to the top turnbuckle, and Lee thinking about some high-impact offense here.
Both wrestlers have fired off some nasty strikes, but Lee has really controlled the power game in this matchup thus far.
Big shot. Down goes Slamovich. An opening here for Lee. Slamovich rushes at the challenger. Off of the top, and down goes Lee.
The Rana from the top rope. That's a huge momentum changer for the champion.
Those are the type of moves you got to pull out in a match like this.
Slamovich going for broke to that point, Indy. As you look back here, Masha Slamovich with such speed, taking, laying Lee right off the top rope.
Indy, you know what it means to have that championship pedigree. You've done it before in NXT, and even Robert Stone has been very outspoken about the likes of Masha Slamovich. Says she's not championship material, says she's a savage. What do you say to that?
I want to know how he got the authority.
I agree with you, and we're going to figure that out later on tonight.
I don't know where he got the authority and the audacity.
Well, we know where he got the audacity.
Now, ooh.
Boot right to the face. Oh, up kick there by Slamovich. Knee strike in the corner. This is where Slamovich is really dangerous. And a kick right to the face.
Starting to really come alive here, deep in the ninth.
Rolling through. Is it enough to turn away Lee? Shoulders down and a kick out by Laying Lee. Very impressive performance thus far, Indy. What do you think?
These are both very strike-heavy competitors, aren't they?
Absolutely.
They're putting on a good match.
Just a matter of who can hit the other hardest.
It's kind of like strike for strike. Who's going to hit the hardest?
Going back to those strikes. Center of the ring. Oh, and a back elbow there by Laying Lee. Slamovich off of the ropes, connects with the Enziguri. Went for the spinning heel kick. Hold on a second. Off the stretch muffler, return Slamovich inside out.
That was a hell of a turnaround, hell of a counter. And now Lee with these heavy kicks.
Oh! North-south with that strike right to the crown of the temple. On a big PK from Laying Lee. Now Lee hooked to the inside leg. And the right shoulder up in time for Slamovich.
Have you noticed how many moves of Marsha's that Laying Lee has reversed? She's gotten out of, she knows, she's watched her.
Scouted her opponent as anybody should. That's kind of what you're doing out here right now.
I think most of the knockouts have Marsha scouted because she's the one we all have our eyes on.
Yeah, but nobody can seem to beat her for the championship.
Exactly. She's been so dominant, so everybody's had a chance to watch her exploits, but nobody has had the right answer. Look out.
Shoulders down, and a kick out. Hold on a second. Slamovich caught up here and a kick out by the champion. Shoulders down, Lee trying to win the title. Oh, and a kick out there at the last moment. Oh, the Meteora by Lee, hooking both legs. Slamovich kicks out at 2.
Just barely, that was a 2.9. Slamovich just hanging on.
Excellent sequence there, Indy, and now we could see a new champion if Lee can keep her foot on the gas. Now Lee up to the top rope, but this matchup has taken a lot out of both these knockouts. Lee a little slow on the ascent. Slamovich up there to meet her.
Straight headbutts. Wait a second.
Oh, up under the shoulders, look out. Oh, the DVD off of the top.
Holy crap.
Oh, and the knee strike right to the head.
That's gotta be it, that's lights out.
Lee kicks out at 2.
Ow.
How? Exactly, how on earth? Take another look at this. The DVD, the Death Valley driver from the second rope. Absolutely incredible, but then Slamovich, not only that, follows up with a nasty knee. And somehow, some way, Laying Lee stays in the fight.
I don't know if you've ever seen Lee train, but her cardiovascular health is impeccable. I think that's what's really keeping her in this match, honestly, because these are the moments now when you're getting really exhausted.
That's true.
Hold on. Oh, getting Masha up onto the shoulders. Was looking for that swinging face buster she used to beat Ash by Elegance last week on Impact. Here's the cover and a kick out. Hold on a second.
Slamovich holding on.
Holding on. Requiem. The package pile driver. Great effort by Lee, but Slamovich retains.
Here is your winner, and still the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Masha Slamovich.
Andy, what did you think?
I love being up this close. Oh.
Wait a second.
Oh my God! Killer Kelly is back!
A former tag team partner and one-time rival of Masha Slamovich, that chain tom in hand.
That chain defined the team of Slamovich and Kelly, known as MK Ultra.
Leaving that chain at the feet of the Knockouts World Champion.
Killer Kelly has returned to TNA Wrestling and sent a message to the champion. Right now, we want to turn our attention to the fantastic event that went down 2 weeks ago, live on Zonify. Tonight, live on Zonify, it's Canada versus USA. This is Border Brawl. The USA is on the board.
Team Canada has scored another point, rising like a phoenix from the ashes. Look out! Everything break it down here at ringside.
America and Canada standing tall at Border Brawl.
A night that was supposed to be about supremacy ends up being about diplomacy. But oh, wait a second!
Oh my God, another fight is broken out!
This looks like it's far from over here. This is absolute bedlam between two nations. Tensions remain at an all-time high.
What's better than free TV? Free TV with thousands of movies, TV series, and live channels. Plus, we've just introduced zones, curated, interest-specific spaces based on what you love. Crime, sports, retro, weird, and out there. Whatever you're into, there's a zone just for you. Just what you want.
I just love it.
Just the way you want it. Get action-packed movies, TV series, games, and more. Free on Zonify. Zonify is an official partner of TNA Wrestling.
Mike, I've got to put you through a concussion protocol. Listen, in back here you need stitches.
I said I'm good.
You got hit in the head with a glass bottle.
Hey, calm down.
You got to get help.
I said I'm good. He's literally trying to help you.
Can't let him back in the ring.
Look, Mike Santana, understandably upset given everything that's gone on this last week, but that might be just a bit too far.
Yeah, put his hands on TNA Dr. Asa Andrews. That is not going to be okay. I understand Mike Santana is frustrated. The same could be said for the returning Joe Hendry tonight for the first time since WWE Battleground and losing the TNA World Championship to NXT's Trick Williams. The global phenomenon, Joe Hendry, is back in action in a TNA ring. He goes one-on-one with perhaps his greatest rival in TNA history, Frankie Kazarian. Hendry versus Kazarian goes down now at Against All Odds.
Introducing first, from Yucca Valley, California, weighing in at 220 pounds, Frankie Kazarian.
If there was one man who was right off the jump the moment that Joe Hendry lost the TNA World Title to stick his nose in, it was this man. It was the king of TNA who was very public about his anger, about his disappointment in Joe Hendry, in letting down TNA, letting down everybody in the back. We know the sordid history between the two, and that was the ammo that Frankie Kazarian needed to take that crusade to another level.
And his opponent from Edinburgh, Scotland, weighing in at 252 pounds of pure motivation, we believe in Joe Hendry.
2 weeks ago at WWE Battleground, the wrestling world was turned upside down as Trick Williams cut corners and cheated to take the TNA World Championship from Joe Hendry, purely out of spite, out of selfishness. Tonight, Joe Hendry looks to rebound, and you have to look back on what Joe Hendry has accomplished in his time here in TNA Wrestling. What Hendry accomplished, especially as TNA World Champion. Joe Hendry will go down as arguably the most important TNA World Champion of all time.
Well, despite everything someone like Frankie Kazarian has hurled at Joe Hendry in the wake of that World Championship loss.
Oh, and look at this, Hendry all over Kazarian. All this frustration pouring out of Hendry.
It was Kazarian who literally interrupted the first words Joe Hendry had for the entire TNA world. It was Frankie Kazarian who wanted to make sure that Joe Hendry knew face to face just how disappointed he was, and now he might be paying for that.
Frankie Kazarian lashing out on social media saying that Joe Hendry let everybody down, let all of his fans down, let TNA Wrestling down when he lost the championship at Battleground. And you gotta believe Joe Hendry knows that the loss of the title is monumental, but now it's his mission to try and get it back. Kazarian sent to the outside.
Upside down and inside out, all the way to the floor goes the king.
Hendry more than acknowledges what went down at Battleground and how he has to get better. He does own a contractual rematch for the TNA World Championship, but Frankie Kazarian is walking into a buzzsaw tonight. It's not only the history between Kazarian and Hendry, but think about Joe Hendry stepping into the same building as Trick Williams, who will defend the TNA World Title later on tonight against Elijah.
There's Hendry. Oh! You can see it etched onto the face of the former TNA World Champion. He is in a mood tonight. He is a man on a mission. I just hope his frustration does not backfire and he can still focus on getting a win and getting back on the right track.
Hendry will back inside and reset the 10 count. I don't know if we've ever seen this side of Joe Hendry in a TNA ring.
Look, as much of a fan as I am of the King, if this is the attitude that'll get Hendry back on the right foot, I'm for it. Use it. Use that disappointment. Use that anger.
Big right hand there by Kazarian to meet Hendry as he came back inside the ring. Now on the move, one of the crossbody, but gets caught. Following slam.
And frustrated or no, Hendry still believes.
With the people behind him, Joe Hendry looks to finish off Kazarian, and against all odds, he wanted the standing ovation, but down goes Kazarian.
Dangerous territory, though, fighting out on the apron.
Up onto the shoulders, Frankie Kazarian caught up, dangerous situation. Oh my God, is it time for a standing ovation from the apron to the floor? Oh, and a thumb to the eye.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Oh.
It's exactly what Kaz had in mind.
Oh, God, smashing the left leg into the steel steps.
Ankle. Might have shot right up into the knee there, too. A lot of damage, but look out.
On a chop block by Kazarian.
And now, Kaz has a target here. Blood is in the water.
Kazarian's found an opening. I think all of this from Kazarian is out of pure jealousy. He sees the places that Joe Hendry has gone to, where he took the TNA World Championship to. For the first time ever, the TNA World Title was represented in WWE's Royal Rumble match. Joe Hendry was the champion. A sight we never thought we'd see, the TNA World Champion competing at WrestleMania. Joe Hendry did that against the surefire Hall of Famer in Randy Orton. Meanwhile, you have Frankie Kazarian, who's never even captured the TNA World Title, and he dare cast aspersions from the base camp of Everest at someone who's climbed the mountain.
Look, I think Kazarian, no doubt, feels vindicated. Everything he's said, everything he's felt about Joe Hendry as a result of what happened at NXT Battleground. And now he gets to take those frustrations out on the man he feels is responsible for losing the championship.
And Frankie Kazarian wants to take this opportunity when he believes that Joe Hendry is mentally vulnerable. Joe Hendry obviously emotional, obviously frustrated after Battleground. It's been pouring out of him this entire matchup.
Look, you can call the feelings, the anger of Frankie Kazarian misplaced or whatever, but he's doing it out of some kind of loyalty to TNA.
Oh, that's a load of crap. I understand he's a TNA original. He turned his back on this company a year and a half ago. He had his chances. Remember Bound for Glory, the title shot that Joe Hendry earned? He beat Kazarian fair and square to get it. Oh, and remember Rebellion. Frankie Kazarian called his shot in a match where Hendry didn't have to be pinned or submitted in Kaz's own hometown of LA, and he still didn't get the job done. The only person Kazarian should be blaming is himself.
Right now, he gets to blame Joe Hendry, and he gets to punish Joe Hendry.
Single leg Boston Crab, Frankie Kazarian focusing on the damaged left leg of Joe Hendry. Can Hendry persevere as he has done throughout his time in TNA Wrestling? He gets to the bottom rope.
Kazarian now holding on for every single bit of the 5 count.
Kazarian wants the referee to raise his hand in victory. That's not going to happen. The match continues. Hendry's still in it.
But Kaz continuing to inflict pain. And there you go. Hendry can't even run. The damage to the leg. Anything you want to think about Frankie Kazarian, he is the one of, if not the most diabolical, one of the most intelligent within those ropes and the entire TNA roster.
The fans believed in Joe Hendry and motivated him to the TNA World Championship back at Genesis. Hendry reaches out, grabs the bottom rope, and breaks free of the submission. Hendry has heard the people. It's why he went viral early last year.
And that's been exactly the problem for Frankie Kazarian. It's viral. It's a sickness he sees that Joe Hendry is to the TNA universe, if you will. Look out.
Oh, and a backstabber. How apropos. And now Frankie Kazarian with a low clothesline.
Not done yet.
From the middle rope. Oh, was going for the leg drop, and Hendry got out of the way.
That's an opening for Hendry. You got to remember the damage to the leg.
Off of the ropes and the cutter. Hendry still favoring the left leg.
Fighting through the pain, though. Take another look Hendry finding an opening with the cutter off the rebound. But does he have enough wherewithal to get back in this fight, to get back on top?
Hendry and Kazarian both back up to their feet. Hendry trying to push through the pain. Grabbing a hold of that left leg, trying to deliver these big clothesline shots.
He might be sans the belt, but he still has the heart of a champion. Oh my God!
A one-legged fall-away slam.
Can't take anything away from Hendry. Even a one-legged kip up there. But you see the agony etched onto the face of the former world champion.
The people continue to motivate Hendry.
But a quick
chicken wing.
Leg.
Chicken wing now.
Great counter there from Hendry. He's digging down deep. And wait a second, I don't know how wise this is.
Oh, Hendry on the one good leg. 252 pounds of pure motivation. Cover. Oh, and a kick out there by Kazarian.
Credit where it's due to Hendry. Literally fighting on one leg.
The people still believe in Joe Hendry. Oh, and the guillotine leg drop on the outside.
Kaz can find a way to rally back to this. He may have him here.
Slingshot DDT. Kazarian to put away Hendry and a kick out.
And these are the moments, these are the times that Hendry is going to have to remember what brought him to the dance, what brought him to the world title. That never say die attitude that he lauded so much. That's got to kick in now more than ever if he wants to get back.
Oh, now the ankle lock by Frankie Kazarian. The damaged left leg. How much more of this can Joe Hendry take?
Shades of the TNA Hall of Famer Kurt Angle.
Oh, now Hendry able to escape. Hold on, catches Kazarian off the rebound and a kick out by Kaz.
Hendry.
The Olympic slam! Cover! Kazarian gets the right shoulder up in time.
Very, very close for Hendry there, who's just trying to find some feeling, some life back in that leg.
Hendry trying to take out all of his frustrations tonight and against all odds. Going for the standing ovation. Oh, face first goes Hendry. Cover, Hendry is still alive. What a counter by Kaz.
So very close for the king of TNA.
Oh, now think about fade to black. Joe Hendry able to escape, slides down the back and cover and a kick out at two. Hendry right back after Kazarian. Trying to hook him for the AA, and now a sleeper. Oh, wait a minute, the chicken wing.
That's the chicken wing. Locked in deep. What a counter again by Kazarian.
Look at the eyes of Joe Hendry. Oh my God, Joe Hendry's gone down. Joe Hendry's gone down.
He's fading fast too, Tom.
Is Joe Hendry gonna pass out to Frankie Kazarian's chicken wing?
He's out. Check him. There's two.
Oh, and Hendry won't quit.
Where is he finding this? The wherewithal, the damage to the leg, all of it.
Himself, the people believe in Joe Hendry, and damn it, Hendry's pushing through.
But wait, look, Frankie Kazarian once again with an answer and attack to the leg. Look out!
Cover, feet on the ropes. Frankie Kazarian's beaten Joe Hendry.
of TNA.
Joe Hendry gave it everything he had tonight. Frankie Kazarian found an opening, attacked the left leg of Joe Hendry, and cheated to win. Is this your king?
You picked up the victory, but let's just be honest, that was anything but a clear win. What do you have to say for yourself?
You know what that's called? That's called winning, dummy. Something that Joe Hendry has forgot how to do. Isn't that right?
Wait.
And Hendry piling out of the ring, going after Kazarian, but an injured left leg. You can understand how ticked off Hendry was coming in it tonight. Hearing Kazarian run his mouth, Hendry wasn't going to stand for it.
Can you imagine how disappointed Joe Hendry must be getting back onto this foot?
On the same night where Trick Williams will defend the TNA World Championship in our main event.
Oh, Matt Cardona. Whoa, you don't got to get up. You don't got to get up. You're just the guy that I'm looking for because, bro, from one bro to another, I know that you are the special guest referee in my match tonight. And I just, you know, I kind of thought there was a way we could maybe align our interests together. You know what I'm talking about? Yep, right there. There we go. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. That's for you. I know you like money. What do you? Yep. Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not going to turn down free money, bro.
Hey, you know what? I knew that you wouldn't. 5? It all adds up. But listen, maybe, just maybe, if, I don't know, Victoria or Tessa were to get involved tonight, maybe you wouldn't see it. Cool gear. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's great. Ladies, come on. We got a big night. Woo!
Robert Stone paid off the referee, stacking the deck against Santino.
Like Clay Davis said, I'll take anybody's money if they're giving it away.
Oh my God.
But coming up right now, let's turn our attention to the tag titles as the Nemets will defend against the Rascals tonight.
Let's take a look at the tag lines. This is the first time ever these two teams have met. The Rascals won a 4-way matchup to become the #1 contenders to the TNA World Tag Team titles last week on Impact. And remember, it was Ryan Nemeth who scored the pinfall against the Hardys at Rebellion so that Nick and Ryan could become TNA World Tag Team Champions. We are set here at Against All Odds for the TNA World Tag Team Championship match.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers from the 419, Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, the Rascals.
And the boys from the Treehouse are looking to re-cement themselves atop the tag team division. But they are going to have their hands full with the champs tonight.
Two of the more decorated wrestlers in recent memory here in TNA. Zachary Wentz, a former X Division champion, former TNA World Tag Team champion with Miguel. Come on, Miguel, a two-time X Division champion.
They are the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Ryan and Miss
a long time, Nick Nemeth has made his home here in the greater Phoenix area. Lives about 20 minutes away from where our broadcast is emanating from live tonight on the campus of Arizona State University. I do wonder if Nick Nemeth is walking into this a little overconfident, maybe a little distracted with the amount of Hooters chains that have been closed down around the nation. Because now Nick and Ryan Nemeth walk into this matchup against one of the best tag teams TNA Wrestling has to offer. Are the Nemeths prepared for this fight?
That's my hometown man right there.
Oh, God.
That is
I don't want to hear about that.
Hometown man. Put some respect on the Nemeths as your tag team champions. You like to disrespect Ryan Nemeth a lot. Ryan Nemeth's brother is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. Ryan Nemeth's girlfriend is the star for the biggest movie in the world. And Ryan Nemeth is right there as one of the tag team champions. So, yeah.
Who's his girlfriend?
The incredible Anna Lord.
I did not know that.
Final Destination Bloodlines. Go see it now. Oh, that's out of the goodness of my heart, because I love and respect Ryan Nemeth.
It's all about the TNA World Tag Team titles right now. And against all odds, will we add to the fantastic legacy that's been set forward by the likes of the Hall of Famers, Team 3D, teams like the Motor City Machine Guns, LAX, America's Most Wanted, The Natural, Beer Money Inc., The North. The list goes on and on. A tremendous lineage of tag team wrestling in TNA.
Chris Sabin never held a SAG card.
I don't know that for sure.
So this will be Ryan Nemeth to start things off against Zachary Wentz. Zachary Wentz, who also has 2 NXT tag team titles on his resume. Extremely talented star.
Especially, of course, as in tag team wrestling, to your point. Ryan Nemeth, though, here showing off. He's got an amateur wrestling background himself.
A tag made, in comes Nick Nemeth. Nick Nemeth, the former TNA World Champion. But remember how at Sacrifice, it was the Nemeth brothers who executed a premeditated attack to assault Matt Hardy in the cage that night. Here's the cover and a kick out, trying to retain the titles.
Now, it has been all Nemeth in the opening moments. The Rascals are going to need to get off the blocks on this one. You can't lose this much. You can't lose this much momentum early.
Nick's first 2 matches when he arrived at TNA were actually victories up against Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz. The Rascals were attempting to kick Nemeth out of TNA early in his tenure. Maybe they saw something well before the rest of us did.
Unsuccessful, however, and now reaping the consequences of that as the Nemeth stand atop the tag team division.
In comes Trey Miguel. Legal up against Nick Nemeth.
Look out, here we go. Speaking of the Motor City Machine Guns, a little tribute there.
Cover, trying to win the titles, and a quick kick out there by Nick Nemeth.
And of course, you know, the Nemeths like to laud themselves as the best brother tag team of all time. It's all about family. But of course, Trey Miguel has his own family here tonight. His eldest brother is out here in Tempe, Arizona, here tonight at the show supporting him. Family is on the table here tonight and against all odds.
A tag made, in comes Nick Nemeth's Nepo baby brother, Ryan Nemeth. Some really fantastic athletes in this TNA World Tag Team Championship matchup, and Ryan Nemeth is also here.
Look, just because your brother doesn't love you doesn't mean that you have to get upset because the Nemeths have a real brotherly bond, okay?
I love it. He
Oh,
loves it.
God, I want to stay away from that Thanksgiving too. As now the Rascals have found the opening that they were looking for in the early moments of this matchup.
The Nemeths were on the wrong end of the main event last night on Impact, that 6-man tag team matchup won by Slater, Hardy, and Santana. Here's the cover, twisting out of the corner, trying to win the titles in a kick out.
Wentz showing some incredible athleticism here. Oh!
Knee right to the back. Ryan Nemeth getting the attention of our referee, Paige Principali. Wentz taking a shot at Nick Nemeth. Ryan attacking Wentz from behind.
That's all you need sometimes is that opening.
Yeah, sometimes you just need somebody to turn their back so you can clock in the back of the head. Super kick on the outside by Nick Nemeth. The referee was paying attention to Ryan Nemeth.
Yeah, and also do that. Nemeth, Nick Nemeth on the floor, just cleaning the clock. Zachary Wentz.
Trey Miguel does have to retreat back to his corner. Wentz has to get back in on his own. Title can only change hands via pinfall or submission.
Nick Nemeth nearly kicked that NASCAR-level mustache off the face of Zachary Wentz.
There's the cover and a kick out by Wentz. Surprised how little work Ryan Nemeth attempts to do in his professional life. He didn't just let Wentz sit out there and wait for a count out.
Look, they want to punish him. They want to show him what the best brother tag team in all of TNA history can do.
All of TNA history. You know the Hardys competed earlier on tonight.
Those kids are pretty good. Might have a bright future if they put the work in. But what I'm looking at right now is a championship pedigree that the Nemeths have started to build here, unlike any other.
Nick Nemeth is clearly having a lot of fun.
I mean, it's fun when you're the best. Trust me, I know.
Shot to the heart, trying to retain the championship, and a kick out there by Wentz.
Not a lot of oomph behind that kick out, though. Wentz is really starting to feel it.
So you don't find it underhanded at all that the Nemeths use their champion's prerogative and granted the Hardys their rematch in Canada at Under Siege, knowing full well that Jeff Hardy could not travel to Canada.
Look, I give the Nemeths a lot of credit for giving that match so quickly. Like, I mean, it was within weeks. I mean, normally some people wait months for their contractual rematches.
Yeah, the goodness of their hearts. In comes Ryan Nemeth.
Generous and talented.
There goes Wentz. Ryan Nemeth mocking Trey Miguel. I mean, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible.
But no, he's not. I saw his birth certificate.
Tag me.
I confirm that. I do my research.
Oh, gosh.
I've seen photo albums.
Well, it could be doctored. AI does a lot of stuff nowadays.
Oh, please.
Now Nick Nemeth, drawing the attention of our referee, Paige Principali. Ryan Nemeth with more illegal contact on Zachary Wentz. He's taking a hell of a beating at this point in the match.
Playing with the sandbox that's put out in front of him. The ref doesn't see it, it don't count. Wentz is in a bad way here, but oh!
Now Wentz.
Spoke too soon.
Wentz trying to fight out of the corner. That trademark toughness we've seen from Wentz for many years of professional wrestling. Trying to get to the corner, trying to make a tag to Trey Miguel. Nick Nemeth standing in between. Zachary Wentz in a tag. Trey Miguel is fresh, trying to get to Wentz. Oh no, and Ryan Nemeth takes away the tag option.
Just in the nick of time. Like it or not, that was beautifully done.
And now dragging Wentz back into their corner. Tag made. Ryan Nemeth is legal. And Wentz has no tag option at this point in time.
Beautiful teamwork there from the champions. Is that enough?
Trying to retain and a kick out by Wentz.
Wentz has been absolutely obliterated here, but somehow continues to kick out, continues to stay in this fight. I'll give credit where it is due. Zachary Wentz is one tough SOB.
Driving Wentz face first into the top rope. Now be careful. They don't get disqualified.
They've been very careful so far. plan so far worked pretty much to perfection. But wait, look out,
Off
look
the
out!
ropes, oh, and a knee right to the chin. Wentz has got an opening.
And he needs it. He needs it very badly. Trey Miguel desperately wants that tag.
And a tag made. Trey Miguel to meet Ryan Nemeth. Drop kick off of the top rope.
Miguel fired up here in the desert.
Miguel trying to quicken the pace against Ryan Nemeth. There he goes. Tag made. Wentz is legal.
And the double team. Boom! From the Rascals.
Code breaker and the neck breaker. Great combination. A running shooting star to win the titles. Oh, that's broken up by Nick Nemeth.
Just in the nick of time there. The combo offense continues.
An homage there to the ultimate finesser, Chris Bay.
Now the Rascals looking to take off.
Through the ropes, down go the champions.
Can they capitalize though?
Tag made. Trey Miguel's legal. Ryan Nemeth is down. Both the Rascals going up top. There's the Meteora.
And the Swanton from Wentz.
Cover to win the titles. Oh, and Ryan Nemeth somehow kicked out.
Ryan Nemeth digs down deep.
You ain't kidding.
Put some respect on Ryan Nemeth's name. The senton and the knee combo, but Nemeth kicks out.
I have a newfound respect for Ryan Nemeth.
Yes, it's on air.
It'll go away in a moment, don't worry. An uppercut by Trey Miguel.
The action continuing.
Ryan Nemeth trying to fight out of the corner. Oh, taken off his footing there by Zachary Wentz.
Look at this.
Oh, and there's Nick Nemeth to protect his brother.
Look out though, Miguel off the top.
Oh, everybody goes down hard.
What a combination in this tag team title matchup.
Take a look back here. Miguel off of the top, and everybody went down in a heap.
Incredible action with the championship gold on the line here. Now a slugfest breaking out in the middle of the ring.
It's an all-out dogfight for the TNA World Tag Team titles and against all odds.
Wentz and Nick Nemeth on the floor, but wait.
Shoulders down. Ryan Nemeth is a handful of tights, but a kick out from Miguel. I'm going for the DDT, and he got it. Is it enough?
Planted.
Trying to retain, and a kick out there by Miguel.
And Ryan Nemeth can't believe it.
The Nemeths trying to close this thing out. Go for a combination. Ooh, Wentz protecting Miguel.
And now the Rascals again starting to heat up.
Oh, drop kick right to the face. Wentz taking out the Nemeths. Spine buster.
Oh, and now setting them up.
Super kick. Could this be the end of the tag team champions? Oh, and they're setting up for freedom to the Lions. Nick Nemeth prevented it. Oh, and Miguel nearly won the title there if it weren't for Nick.
Kick right to the back of the head, and now primed.
Danger zone. And now the big Hollywood ending. Cover. The Nemeths beat the Rascals.
Here are your winners, and still the TNA World Tag
did what they came to do by doing whatever they had to do. And like it or not, the Hollywood hunks are still your champs. As you take a look here, it was the danger zone. And then the big, bold, beautiful Hollywood ending from the Nemitz in combo to retain the titles.
The Nemitz remain the TNA World Tag Team Champions tonight and against all odds. Well, right now I want to take you back to something that was captured earlier on today during the photo shoot for TNAmerch.com right here at the Mullett Arena.
Hey TNA fans, it's the Wild Child Jody Threat here. Just wanted to let you know that tonight and tonight only, you can get 20% off your entire order at TNAmerch.com. All you need to do is use promo code Jody20. That's right. Oh, come on, man. Chill. What?
Did you do this? Did you do this? Don't you touch me. Don't you touch me.
Come on.
Did you?
Listen, you gotta get out of here.
All the blood, all the sweat, all the tears, everything I've done for this place belongs to me. Was it you? Was that you?
Listen, you gotta go. You gotta get out of here
right now. The TNA World Champion is some NXT punk. Some punk.
You gotta go. You gotta go, Eric. Come on.
Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Look into my eyes and you tell me if it's worth it.
Man, is it worth it? What are you yammering about?
Was this you?
Wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Okay, so now we're friends.
I don't want to be your friend either.
Now we're friends.
But I hear you over here talking. You want to ask, is it worth it? The blood you've spilled? I've spilled blood too. Barbed Wire Massacre, one of the most legendary matches to happen in TNA wrestling history. Is it worth it? Hell yeah, it's worth it. I feel it pumping through my veins, just like you. You think I'm not mad that an NXT guy has the TNA World Championship? But I'm gonna go about it the right way. So Eric, get your stuff together and bounce.
It was you.
Hey, come on.
It was you.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Come on. Hey, Eric. Come on. Eric, come on. It's time to go.
It's you. You know I'm right.
Hey, come on.
You know I'm right.
Come on.
You
Eric,
know I'm right.
Come on.
And again, that took place earlier on today. Eric Young is formally under investigation per Anthem Sports and Entertainment after attacking a fan last night on Impact. Well, right now it is time to decide who will be the official Director of Authority in TNA Wrestling. Matt Cardona is the special guest referee. Santino Marella faces Robert Stone for the future of TNA.
My name is Robert Stone, and you, Santino, are officially under review. If you make one mistake, I'll be reporting it.
I'm the liaison between NXT and TNA. You come from a wrestling family, and that may have gotten you through the front door. My family name, we built the foundation for the damn house. I took my family's legacy and I turned it to diamonds.
I want Tessa at Under Siege.
Santino, that's the first great idea that I've heard you have.
You look in my eyes. If you or Tessa try to make an example out of Ariana and you try to hurt her, I'm not going to be Santino Marella, the Director of Authority. Look at me now. I'm going to be Santino Marella, the father. I'm stepping down as Director of Authority for only one day, because I'm going to be reinstated after I destroy Robert Stone's ass. You better be ready to go through hell, because the only way you're going to win is over my dead body. Always
Please welcome the special guest referee, Matt Cardona.
Cardono never met a payday he turned down. Earlier on this evening, we saw Robert Stone pay off Cardona to look the other way if Tessa Blanchard or Victoria Crawford got involved, or even if Robert Stone did something illegal. The fix is in, Ray Wall.
I mean, to be fair, he just said he liked free money. Sheriff is here.
Accompanied by Victoria Crawford and Tessa Blanchard, Sheriff Stone looks to officially take control of TNA Wrestling.
For weeks now, the authority here in TNA has been officially under review of that man, Robert Stone, at the behest of authorities we don't know about, but it's all on the line here tonight.
Santino Marella said earlier on tonight that Robert Stone doesn't want the responsibility of being the director of authority. He wants the clout. Santino Marella tonight was fighting for his job. He's fighting for TNA Wrestling, but he's fighting for his family. The fact that his daughter, Ariana Grace from NXT, has gotten mixed up in this has made him absolutely sick. You can see that expression on Santino's face. He means business tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and will determine the official TNA Director of Authority. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Tessa Blanchard and Victoria Crawford, Robert Stone. And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Miss NXT Ariana Grace, Santino Marella.
This has gotten very personal for Santino Marella over the last several weeks. I've seen him heated and in these exchanges like I've never seen him before, and I've known the man a long time. It's about more than just the job at this point.
Well, Matt Cardona is the special guest referee. He's checking Robert Stone for weapons. There seems to be a protrusion.
Referee notices a protuberance. You gotta check it out. Look at it. And oh, look at
brass knuckles.
To your point earlier, at least Cardona's calling it out.
I'm genuinely surprised. Robert Stone paid him off.
He paid him. We don't know if he paid him off. Matt Cardona has a very high rate.
Santino Marella willingly relinquishing what appeared to be...
Is that a part of a broomstick?
I think you're right.
A mop? All right. At least he was honest about it.
And the bell has rung. We're about to find out who TNA's Director of Authority will be here at Against All Odds. And immediately Robert Stone, like a coward, dives out of the ring.
Look, like anybody else, he's controlling the pace here.
He isn't at a singles match on NXT television in nearly a year and a half. This is Stone's first singles match at TNA in 8 years.
I heard he's been training in the Stone Dungeon, getting ready for this. He's in the best shape. Look at him. He's in the best shape of his life.
I know he owns a chain of F45, so he's probably been working very hard in that capacity. Meanwhile, Santino Marella does zone training in mixed martial arts, all sorts of combat sports at his own Battle Academy in the greater Toronto area, and is regularly competing in pro wrestling.
Yeah, but you said Robert Stone has F45s. That's 3 times faster than an F15.
And Stone gets to the bottom rope to break up the submission. Cardona, the referee, all over that early.
Look, you gotta love a referee who's refereeing in full wrestling gear.
Yeah, that's a different move.
Look, he's always ready. He's never not ready.
Always ready to be the referee.
And now Stone, takes an early advantage here with Santino Marella.
Last time we saw an outright battle for the Director of Authority position.
Hold up.
All the way back to 2004. The infamous Don Callis and Eric Watts match here in TNA Wrestling.
Now, we relive that struggle again. As Stone sliding to the outside, trying to get breathing room, but I don't think he's getting any.
And why would Santino Marella give him any breathing room? Earlier on tonight, Robert Stone said he was going to make Ariana his maid after he becomes the Director of Authority.
He's got to keep her employed.
Oh, what a big shot right to the midsection.
Oh, God.
Now Stone and Santino spilling out into the crowd here on the campus of Arizona State University. Our referee is Matt Cardona, so he's
clearly letting it go.
A lot of referee's discretion here.
Cardona's discretion, and oh! Right on his Robert Stones.
Went from Robert Stone all the way back to Robbie E.
It's a high E. And Santino was reveling and just beating the crap out of Robert Stone in front of the people he's out here to represent.
Bringing Stone back into the impact zone. Victoria Crawford and Tessa Blanchard with a vested interest in Stone becoming Director of Authority, slowing up Santino Marella. Matt Cardona saw all of it, but is choosing not to eject them.
And it's all up to his discretion here, to your point. We already did see
Blanchard and Crawford attacking Santino. Cardona warning Blanchard and Crawford. Blanchard, by the way, who's on the TNA injury report presented by Bioflex.
We very clearly saw that, but out here she's looking very capable right now.
Oh yes, suffering from TMJ. Sternum first into the top turnbuckle goes Santino Marella. Here's my question. Robert Stone works for NXT, doesn't work for this company. I know it on good authority. Nobody in Anthem Sports and Entertainment called out Robert Stone, said, oh, let's give you a job. See if you be Director of Authority. I think ultimately this entire situation, Robert Stone made it up. You know how he constantly would say, well, the higher up said this, the higher up said that. He never proved it. Show me the evidence. Never did it. He's potentially going to talk his way and buy his way into a job that actually means something.
The evidence is that he said things and people listen. You gotta love
So
him.
he's a liar.
I gotta try that sometime. Tom, leave.
Off the turnbuckles, the elbow. Here's the cover to become the Director of Authority, and a kick out at 2. Matt Cardona, a fair count there.
Shades of Bret Hart there from Robert Stone. What are you laughing at? There's a picture-perfect forearm.
Yeah, just like Bret Hart.
Now Stone in firm control of Santino here.
Back suplex there by Santino Marella, breaking things up here against Robert Stone.
Ooh, Robert Stone might have a busted lip there, courtesy of Santino Marella in this matchup.
That's got the problem for his lip filler.
Stone is literally bleeding for TNA.
He's bleeding for himself. He doesn't care about this company, even if he did work here a long time ago.
Wait a second.
Remember, the Cobra is legal. Oh, Tessa Blanchard putting on with the Cobra.
The man is useless without his snake. Wait a minute,
Covered.
here. Cardona, what's he gonna do? Santino got his shoulder up.
He didn't count. Refusing to count.
He saw the feet on the ropes, but
he was conflicted for a second, but making the choice.
He got paid by Robert Stone. I'm genuinely surprised Matt Cardona's not going along with Stone. Whoa, wait a minute. Shoulders down. Oh, and a kick out.
That almost backfired big time on Stone there.
Stone and Santino down in the middle of the ring.
Same idea here. Who can get back to their feet, back to the advantage?
Sheriff Stone reaching for his badge.
Wait a second. Bad intentions with that badge.
Like Cardona preventing Stone.
Cardona really living up to calling this down the middle.
Now Victoria Crawford with the axe kick. Cardona didn't see it. Stone!
Are you kidding?
Is he the director of authority? No!
Just in the nick of time. Santino saves his chances.
Take a look back here, the axe kick by Victoria Crawford behind Cardona's back. Stone nearly took advantage and won the DOA job.
Now Stone just trying to toy with Santino here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Santino coming back to life here.
Santino knows what he's fighting for TNA Wrestling, for his daughter, Ariana Grace, for families everywhere who build lives together through professional wrestling.
Oh my God!
Classic Santino! Victoria Crawford trips up Santino. Cardona's all over it. Ariana Grace chasing off Crawford. Oh, and a low blow. God, could this be it? Cover. Oh, and a kick out by Santino. Cardona was slow on the count.
And Stone is none too pleased with all the distractions on the outside. The low blow from Robert Stone.
And Cardona, again, I think he's had a crisis of conscience.
I didn't know he had one.
Same. Clearly, Stone's payoff was not enough to throw Cardona.
And Crawford again up on the apron, but wait.
Ariana Grace trying to help out her father. Ariana Grace once again. Down goes Stone.
And a little bit of payback there.
Oh, and down goes Stone.
And look out. Now there's the headbutt.
Oh, wait a minute. Blanchard ran off with the Cobra.
Oh, wait! Ariana! She got a backup Cobra!
Cobra! Santino is the director of authority!
Here is your winner, Santino Marella!
What a spectacle! But Santino lives to fight another day, lives to direct some more authority in TNA.
Let's take a look back at this matchup. Robert Stone and Santino Marella The Cobra was legal for this matchup, and despite Stone's best efforts, Santino still managed to get the win. Boom! The Cobra! From all the way in Mississauga to right here in Tempe.
It is official once again that Santino Marella calls the shots here in TNA Wrestling. There must be so much relief.
A step in the right direction for TNA Wrestling tonight, and against all odds, considering what is at stake in our main event, the TNA World Championship.
Santino, you are the man of the moment. You just defeated Robert Stone in the middle of that ring, and more importantly, you get to keep your job here in TNA Wrestling. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Arizona, we did it! I feel fantastic. I feel like I'm on cloud 10. And look, I know earlier I said I dedicated to the families at home, but I want to know I also dedicated to everybody here tonight. I heard all your support. I felt all your support. And without you, I don't know if I could have did it. So I thank you. I'm going to continue to do the best job I can for this company, for this locker room, and for these fans. I love you guys so much, you don't even know. Thank you so much.
On a pivotal night for this company, with the TNA World Championship hanging in the balance in our main event, this is a step in the right direction, repelling Robert Stone and securing this company's future with Santino Marella at the helm as our director of authority.
The sheriff has been sent packing. Marella is back in charge.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next time that we come to you live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus, it'll be Slamversary.
There's something special about TNA Wrestling.
This is a groundbreaking event for us.
It's going to be an event that no one's ever going to want to miss.
The entire world is watching.
The sky's the limit for TNA Wrestling.
And this is our chance to make a statement.
TNA Wrestling presents Slamversary, Sunday, July 20th on pay-per-view.
We cannot wait to get to the UBS Arena on Long Island for Slamversary. Get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com, and the road to Slamversary kicks off this Thursday on Impact.
That's right, you saw them returning to TNA right here tonight. You will see the Inspiration will be back on TNA Impact in action for the first time in 3 years.
Can't wait for that this Thursday night on TNA Impact. But now it is time for our main event. Representing TNA Wrestling, it will be Elijah. Representing NXT, it's Trick Williams. The TNA World Championship is on the line. The future of this company was drastically altered at WWE Battleground.
This could completely change the landscape of the industry. It is time for history. Face first on the TNA World Title. Trick shot. That time under the jaw. Oh my God! What happened here tonight will echo through eternity.
All of us here in TNA Wrestling are still reeling from the events at WWE Battleground.
It is now Trick and A.
Something going on beneath the surface, Trick. You're not calm. You're cracking already. And that's because you're built on hype, not heart. You were not born to win.
Yo, champion of TNA, I really do feel bad. And it's not about Hendry no more. It's not about Elijah. It all starts within.
That's where legends begin.
It's time for a rebrand.
I've been in the trenches. Went to war with so-called wrestling gods.
I'm gonna take your fans, I'm gonna take your brand, and it's probably gonna make you sick, man.
So bring the championship belt. I'll baptize you both in my light. Bring that TNA championship home to stay. Find out why in TNA we walk this way.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape here at Against All Odds. Trick Williams was able to retain under controversy this past Tuesday night live on NXT against Mike Santana with the involvement of First Class. He goes up against Elijah, who's 8-2 in TNA since his debut back in February. He's seeking his first major championship victory in professional wrestling. Tonight, TNA Wrestling is behind Elijah. Can he take back our world championship from Trick Williams?
Hello, I am Elijah. And I have one question for everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elijah? Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Trick Williams is gonna find out what everybody here knows, because I am bringing the TNA Championship home to stay, because in TNA, we walk this way. I said in TNA, we walk this way. Let's do it.
I'll follow as they lead me to the dark side of the road.
This is just the second world title match of Elijah's career, the only other one being a three-way match for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship last year. Considering the roads traveled for Elijah, he has been world championship material for a long time. Tonight he has extra motivation. Can Elijah pull this off for TNA Wrestling?
He has all the motivation in the world. But that said, given the epic shift in the landscape of TNA, he also has all that pressure. He is carrying the locker room on his back. Will he rise to the moment, or will he break? The pressure is all on Elijah.
Seen someone so disingenuous. Come run your mouth.
He's happy to talk about it, you know that?
Oh, he's happy to talk about it. He actually bothered to show up for work. You know who showed up on Impact after winning our world title and didn't work here? Christian Cage showed up. Even Kenny Omega showed up. This guy didn't bother to show up to this company for 2 weeks. He didn't give a damn about this company. He doesn't care about the prestigious lineage of the TNA World Championship. Trick cares about Trick. That Trick and a BS. I don't want to hear any of it.
There's no doubt about it. He's his own biggest fan. And he's accomplished something very few have. The only person in WWE history to hold a TNA title.
and is for the TNA World Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 231 pounds, Elijah. And his opponent from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the TNA World Champion, Trick Williams.
That is what it is all about. It is about the opportunity to bring that championship home where so many feel it truly belongs.
It does belong here.
The one person who doesn't is the current champion.
18 years ago, the TNA Hall of Famer Kurt Angle became the first TNA World Champion. Since then, it's been held by the likes of Sting, Jeff Jarrett, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, as recently as Josh Alexander, and Joe Hendry, who took the championship to new heights and lost it at WWE Battleground to Trick Williams, who cheated that night, by the way, to win the title. And let's not forget what happened this past Tuesday night on NXT. We really still don't completely understand if there is a deep relationship between First Class and Trick Williams. Exactly how that transpired, we don't know.
We don't know if it's premeditated. We don't know if, look, we know AJ Francis, maybe he's just trying to strike first and get in good with the current champion.
Well, earlier on tonight, we saw the First Class Penthouse. Mike Santana crashed that. He took out KC Navarro, but AJ Francis assaulted Mike Santana from behind with a champagne bottle. Mike Santana was being checked out by our medical staff, potentially for a concussion. He put his hands on Dr. Asa Andrew. I understand that TNA officials are looking into the matter. There might be fines coming for Mike Santana. So Santana's been removed from the building, to my knowledge. Meanwhile, Joe Hendry competed against Frankie Kazarian earlier on tonight. Joe Hendry sustained a leg injury in the process. I know he's being evaluated backstage. There are a lot of people with a vested interest in the outcome of this matchup on our roster right now, but Elijah's the one who's got to get in there and prove what he said earlier on tonight, that Trick is built on height, not heart.
No doubt about it. But look, you can't take it away from him. He's an incredible athlete. He's gotten to where he's gotten on a lot of skill. Yeah, it's a lot of flash. Yeah, it's an ego the size of the sun. And that's what winning the TNA World Title was all about. I don't disagree, but somebody's got to take it from him. He ain't gonna give it back.
Oh, now Elijah, look at this. Oh, clobbering Trick Williams out on the apron. Elijah to the outside. Elijah understands the magnitude, not only of the opportunity, but of the task at hand, the mission for Elijah.
And that is a lot of pressure to be on the back of one man, to carry the hopes of an entire brand, an entire locker room. Ooh. There's no easy feat. What is planned by Elijah here? He's got Trick lined up. Is it right where he wants him?
Elijah on the move, and a drive-by knee by the Notorious Attraction. You can see backstage members of the TNA roster watching Elijah trying to capture the championship.
Everybody waiting on bated breath for the outcome. You even see the former champion Joe Hendry there. Joe Hendry, who's gone on record as saying, this is Elijah's moment, and I support him in this endeavor.
Our confirmed Director of Authority, Santino Marella, watching. Zaya Brookside, hell, even the tag team champions, the Nemeths. Nick Nemeth's been very outspoken on social media about Trick Williams being champion. Oh, and the knees there by Elijah.
Beautifully done.
Hook to the leg and a kick out by Williams.
Does Elijah have the answer for Trick Williams here? So far, right now, in firm control of this matchup.
Oh! Now Williams out of the corner, trying to create a little bit of space. Oh, and a trick kick right to the face.
Beautifully done there, right on the button. Can't take that away from the champion.
Williams, full mount here. Big right-handed shots here on Elijah, and the champion trying to wear out the challenger. Oh, and a flapjack face first. Down goes Elijah. Williams trying to retain and a kick out.
That flapjack right on to the TNA World Title that Joe Hendry suffered and would be lined up for Trick Williams to hit the trick shot and win that title.
Back at Battleground, that's how it all went down. Trick Williams took his opportunities to cut corners plenty that night. Williams, a blistering chop across the chest of Elijah. On Elijah blocking.
And now paying it back tenfold here.
Now Trick Williams fires back from underneath and levels Elijah center of the ring. Looking for the cover, trying to put this thing away, and a kick out by Elijah. So I take nothing away from the athlete, Trick Williams, two-time NXT champion, former NXT North American champion. But once he couldn't quite put it together, trying to reclaim the NXT championship, what happened? He got bitter. He started making excuses, complaining, blaming the fans. He turned into a whiny you-know-what, in the words of Joe Hendry. And ultimately, when Hendry and Obafemi embarrassed Trick Williams on NXT, Trick set out on this vendetta to humiliate Hendry and take the TNA World Championship out of spite.
Spite is a powerful, powerful motivator, like it or not. And it was apparently exactly the one needed by Trick Williams to make some damn history.
That's disgusting. Oh, now Trick Williams ripping away the turnbuckle pad.
Clearly some more plans on the mind of Trick Williams there.
A referee, Daniel Spencer, warning Williams. Down goes Williams. Elijah out of the corner. Hold on a second, up onto the shoulders. Look at the strength.
Absolutely incredible.
Cover to retain, and a kick out by Elijah.
And could Trick Williams be getting frustrated a little bit with Elijah staying in this fight?
Elijah sent off of the ropes. And for another leg lariat there. Elijah off of the ropes, able to level Trick Williams. And an opportunity now for Elijah to get back in this thing.
That's a huge opening, and one that Elijah needed.
Remember, it was Elijah on NXT a number of weeks ago, competed in an NXT Championship #1 Contenders Battle Royal match. He eliminated Trick Williams from that very matchup. Ooh. Familiarity between these two, past and present.
Now, finding a second wind here.
Inverted atomic drop. Williams caught middle of the ring. Chopped there by Elijah. Trying to pick up the pace. A big boot. And down goes Trick.
Elijah turning it up here late in the game.
Elijah
Elijah with a running forearm shiver. Oh, and the twisting neck breaker. Hook to the inside leg to win back the TNA World Title and a kick out.
Turning Trick Williams inside out. Now what more does Elijah have left to put Trick away?
Now Williams able to get away for just a moment. Elijah, hold on, caught up onto the shoulders. Oh, catches Williams. Is it time for Williams to drift away? Do we have a new champion? Oh, the right shoulder up in time.
Just barely, right in the nick of time. The resilience of Trick Williams shining through.
You can even see Elijah there shaking his head. He understands the ability Trick Williams has. Chance of TNA here tonight in the greater Phoenix area, trying to support Elijah at against all odds, trying to cheer on Elijah to bring back our world championship.
Ooh, stiff kick, stiff boot there.
Oh, wait a minute. Elijah able to counter.
Thinking bookend, there it is!
Did he get enough of it? Off the bookend, and a kick out by Elijah. Elijah won't quit.
And the frustration building in the TNA World Champion.
We know how Trick Williams is. If he doesn't get what he wants, he throws a tantrum. Here's the cover. Elijah was able to stay in this thing after the bookend.
Elijah may have kicked out, but that is an opening for Trick Williams now to take control once again. Back and forth. A slugfest here.
Oh, wait a minute, Elijah. He tried to get ahead of Trick Williams there. Trick got him with the kick. Oh, look at the raw strength of Elijah. Williams go for a spin. The champion's down.
Not enough.
Hook to the inside leg. Williams kicks out.
Great work there from Elijah. Take another look here, spinning the champ around and flattening him, but still not quite enough to put Williams away.
Back to live action, the match continues. Williams trying to surprise Elijah in a kick out. Well, now Elijah going for a backslide, trying to win the TNA World Title in a kick out.
Back and forth here on the back end.
Sunset flip, trying to press the shoulders down. Williams able to kick out. Elijah off of the ropes. On a pop-up punch.
And Elijah sent all the way out of the ring.
And now Williams was going for a baseball slide, it looked like. Oh, now Elijah. Oh, Elijah caught him on the outside with a twisting neck breaker.
But he's got to get the champ in the ring. He's got to get Williams into the center of the canvas if he wants to beat him. And he brings the title home.
Williams back inside. Champion's advantage. Elijah trying to close this thing out, trying to bring back the TNA World Championship. Trick Williams is down.
Can this be it? Huge elbow drop from Elijah.
Is it enough? Is it enough? Oh, Trick Williams kicked out at 2.
Just barely though, but just barely was enough that time.
Heavy impact with the elbow drop here from Elijah. Look at this. Precision by Elijah, dropping all of his frame there on the chest and neck of Trick Williams, but the champion is still in it.
Both guys here digging deep into the playbook to find what it's gonna take to walk out of here with gold.
Now Elijah trying to figure out what he has to do to put away Trick Williams, going up to the top turnbuckle to go get him.
Wait, oh.
Wait a minute, see that on the back of the screen?
It's AJ Francis.
AJ Francis, who attacked Santana from behind with a champagne bottle. The knee strike wasn't enough. AJ Francis is out here. I think he said, "I got you," to Trick Williams. Now Elijah's trying to muscle up Trick Williams. Oh, wait a minute, Francis tripped up Elijah. Cover.
Wait.
Oh, and a kick out.
Just barely. Francis playing, once again, an integral role in this championship matchup.
An integral role. He betrayed TNA Wrestling on Tuesday, and he's furthering that tonight.
It's paying dividends for Trick Williams.
And now Elijah takes out Francis.
That means he's got to take his eyes off Trick Williams. Elijah's guitar.
And Elijah, to your point, is focused on Francis, realizes he's got to take him out of the equation. Francis face first into the steel post.
Hold up, wait a second,
Whoa! Taking a swing at Elijah with the guitar. Elijah,
wait.
Disarming Trick.
Wait a second, you don't want to get disqualified. Not in the title match.
Elijah, think about the championship and a referee trying to take the guitar. Francis handed the title belt to Williams.
Wait.
Oh my God, not like this.
Are you kidding me?
The referee didn't see him. Oh, Elijah kicked out. Come on, Elijah.
Much to the chagrin of Francis and Williams, the ruse did not work.
Come on, Elijah. Trick Williams, go for the trick shot. Elijah able to sidestep it. Back elbow there by Trick Williams.
And wait, no!
Oh, the exposed turnbuckle from earlier in the match.
By the tights into the buckle and boom!
The trick shot by hook or by crook. Trick Williams retains.
Here is your winner and still the TNA World Champion, Trick Williams.
Every little bit of assistance required.
AJ Francis has a lot of explaining to do. Face first into the exposed turnbuckle when Elijah, it was Trick Williams who ripped away the turnbuckle pad earlier on in the matchup, hit the trick shot, and retained the TNA World Championship in a TNA ring, no less.
AJ Francis and First Class have a vested interest in Trick Williams.
I'll say this, pride comes before the fall.